that was burnt from my curling iron, I guess, years ago. And so now I really am in a sore need of a new pair of glasses. But we'll muddle through. Hi, my name is Ronda. If you're new to my channel and don't know who I am, I'm a newbie at YouTubing. So hello to everyone out there. I'm glad to meet you again. So I wanted to come at the beginning of this year and start out my 2018 with a new video, and I guess I would love to do, while I've got my hair up, I would love to do a demonstration of my Christmas toys that I got this year. And I've got one right in front of me. It's the graveyard curling iron with the attachment, the swirlies. I got all 3 pieces this year. I got that and a straightener and a hair dryer with a gator on it. Love it! It makes me so happy. And so far I am happy with it. I can't find anything wrong with it. At first I wasn't getting the straightener hot enough, and then I realized it had a dial on it, so I turned it up a little. And let's see, I haven't used this attachment very often. I'll go ahead and put it on. The kit came with protective gloves, a little stand for the hot iron to stand on, some clips, and I ordered a brush from Bellamy, the company that makes this. And so we'll talk while I work. It's a cozy, quiet, rainy evening, and everyone in my house is gone. For real this time. I mean, I'm not babysitting. I don't have anyone but puppies with me. So I thought, oh my gosh, I can talk and be myself and not worry about anybody coming in on me. That's the hardest part. I don't know if anyone else has found that. But the hardest part about video taping is interruptions. Hang on, I didn't mean to show my back to you, but I wanted to get my other pieces of my extensions. I'm going to put my extensions on today, so I can try out all these tools on them. And I'm missing a section of my hair. I just recently learned I was putting these in wrong. You ever done something for a while and then it's like remodeling when you're doing, or home improvement, and then you post a video of yourself doing it, and then someone comes on and tells you you're doing it all wrong. Oh, we are ready for the big ones. So these are the extra long ones. And what I learned recently that I have been doing wrong was I was putting the smaller ones up top and the bigger ones below, and it turns out I was supposed to be doing that all different. Okay, I only got room for one. I'm gonna turn around and see if you can see what I'm doing. So the biggest one went on the biggest part of the head, obviously. Okay, I am gonna show my back to you. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know how it looks because I'm blind. I do everything on the skin of my teeth. I don't practice, I don't have a script, and I make a lot of goofy mistakes. If you didn't, you couldn't see my brown roots and know that I was a brunette. You swear I was a blonde my whole life. Because, okay, I'm going to go to the back and divide a little bit more. But you know what? People like to watch train wrecks. If people do like to watch train wrecks, which is not really funny because we recently had a train wreck here. But what I mean is, you know, in goofball comedy, we enjoy watching, well, some people don't, because some people hate the Lucille Ball syndrome, but, you know, the ones where, oh, someone's always in trouble. Well, that's me. I don't know how I go by. But, I don't know. I think it makes me more human to make mistakes. So many people are so concerned with looking perfect, and I just want to be happy. I guess that's why I'm not out for a whole bunch of views and subscribers. I'm out to have fun with this. This is like my own. It's like everybody has their own show, you know. Growing up in the 60s when I was a kid, we always had aspirations of growing up and having our own show. Do you know I've lost my hair again? Okay, but you know, you can get lost in the chit chat with people. I used to love to sit for hours and hours and talk. And as women, I think we love to do that with our mother-in-laws and I was very fortunate to have a lot of great women to talk to. You know, I had so many role models around me. I loved to sit and talk with my mom. I guess she was my first follower, subscriber. She would always talk to me, and we'd have long walks, and we'd talk about, you know, just anything I could talk to her, I could bring it to her. And then as I grew up and realized that, you know, that a lot of people were like that around me, I had a lot of good teachers. I loved to sit and talk with my husband's mom. She was really fun to talk to, and we'd have philosophical dialogues, you know, just every day as a norm. Yeah, I could say that as a norm for me, I was very fortunate that I got to grow up with, in the day of, you know, we teach each other things here on YouTube. Back when, before this time, people were reliant on each other to teach skills, and we handed things down to our kids, and we learned from our moms and our mother-in-laws. And well, I've told you before, I had my grandma was a beautician, and she had her own shop in her house. So I grew up with that, you know, avenue of women visiting each other. I grew up like that, you know, doing their hair. So this is exactly what went on in my childhood. And I should call my channel, I think her beauty shop was Onita's. Her name was Onita. And women would come and she'd do their hair and their nails, and just, I guess she had a clientele mostly of older women her age, because the women of the church that we were, my grandpa was a deacon to the Church of Christ in Chickasha, Oklahoma. Well, most of the ladies there that came to Bonita's shop were from that church, that congregation, or the other congregations. But also, as the years went by, she trained my mom for a little while to go in the shop. And let's see, she also was training her niece, I think that's who was in there. So we had so many different people come in and out, not just elder women, but you know, my mom's friends would go there, and just had a lot of women always together, you know, in my life growing up. And that's how I learned to do everything pretty much. I mean, if I wasn't learning hair and makeup, I was learning about relationships, because, you know, women talk a lot, and I learned a lot from the side of, you know, eavesdropping. And I also was surrounded by books too at an early age, magazines, and I just don't know. She used to have these true romance books in her shop to look at, and we'd read those stories. My sisters and I grew up in a family of, let's see, there are 4 of us girls and only 1 brother. And then, of course, my mom and my grandma and my other grandmother. And inside my dad's family, there were, well, one thing, my grandmother and my grandpa adopted and worked at Tipton, an orphanage in Texas, I believe, for a while. So they were house mothers to teenage girls. So if I didn't get sage advice from her generation, I was getting an education from her foster daughters. They would sneak out at like, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock when they were supposed to be in bed. And my grandmother, we called her Nanny, would catch them and ground them. Oh, I can remember those girls getting into so much trouble. Of course, then my mom, I went to stay, live permanently with my mom. Most of the time I was just visiting my grandmother in the shop, or, over the summer, or we only lived a few blocks from each other, so I would spend, a lot of time there. I'd spend the night almost a lot. But then when my mom remarried and we joined the Air Force when I was 16, and we started moving, we left Oklahoma. So I got another education, that of a military, brat. We went to Germany, and we went down to San Antonio when he went to his basic, but my stepdad. But after that we started moving and going, and I haven't quit moving. I was a nomad from the get-go. Yeah, we went and we started. And then when I met my husband, who was in the military, we started moving even more. And that's where we are right now. We're getting near retirement age, and I have been a stay-at-home mom and grandma for most of my life, with a couple of stints in the antique business. I was an antique shop girl. I like saying that. I was an antique shop girl. And I probably would still be that today, because my love of antiques. Oh my goodness, can you see that? Am I going to have that hidden? Well, with the curls this way, it kind of hides your weaves. Not your weaves, but your, I'm just going to pull it apart. Now, I love that curling wand. I'm using the phone for a mirror. Okay, and I got mirrors right in front of me. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. Move my little mirror over here. Oh, so I've been out all day, and my eye makeup's a little droopy, and I rushed to get it on when I left the house because I wanted to get to the pharmacy before it closed at 5. So yeah, I got a little bit of droopy afternoon. I used what I got for my Christmas present this year from my youngest daughter, makeup connoisseur as well, is this Born This Way from Too Faced, and I had been wanting it. I was really happy that she bought it for me. Let me tell you, the full verdict is out still, because I don't know, I'm not sure yet how I feel about it. The first time I put it on was like this, just dot, dot, dot. And my daughter also bought me a great makeup brush set, so I'm set. So the first day I wore it, I went like this, just those 2 dots, and dragged it down. And I was impressed. I was like, woo, this stuff is amazing. And I was a little bit love struck. Now, after a few times of wearing it full day, like I said, the verdict is still out, because I haven't done it too many times. Just today was, I guess, the first time I wore it to Walmart. Can you believe that? But as far as being any better than a cheaper, drugstore brand, I don't know. I like it. I would like to get some that, I gotta get some loose powder, and I'm thinking about getting the Airspun that Mom used. I was in the beauty shop talking about. Want a good tip? That stuff has been around since all of your grandmothers were young, and it's the go-to brush powder for that generation. And I just skipped it. I didn't ever use it, but now my daughter's using it and swears by it. And I noticed a couple of YouTubers, younger YouTubers, you know, not us 55 plus. But anyway, yeah, they were saying it was wonderful. It was the only thing they would ever use. Okay, that's probably true because I don't want to have to tell you, but you know, it's not news. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and touch up this eyeshadow. This is also Too Faced. No, did I wear Too Faced today? No, this is Hard Candy. I used Hard Candy today. So, Hard Candy is still pretty good. Look at that. That held up all day. And I didn't put any base on today or found a primer. So, I think I'll just, yeah, there's enough blush in that brush. I gotta get me a cleaner, some brush cleaner and go to town on my brushes, even though they're pretty new. I'm clean. Whew. Okay, so all in all, what do I think? Well, I tell you what, I can live with it. Brush. Where is my brush? I know I've got a beautiful brush here. I wanted to show you anyway. Bellamy. So my next luxury purchase, speaking of beauty and beauty shop, is I'm going to get some quality extensions from Bellamy because these are Wish extensions and I'm very grateful to have them. They match perfectly, they feel good, but they're very thin. And it's time. Oh, I should have shared with you my restoration of this and my other extensions. I brought them totally back from limbo. I mean, I keep getting people telling me, I won't name names, but they're very negative, that, you know, it looks fake. I look fake. And then some people are oh, I like them. But you know what I say? It doesn't matter if you like them or not. Or, okay, we're figuratively speaking. It doesn't matter if they like it or not. If you like it and you believe that you like it, until you legitimately say you don't like it, don't let them talk into not liking it. Does that make any sense? Gosh, this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara is starting to probably get down to the bottoms of it because it's starting to come up on my wand. I may have to go back to the L'Oreal Paradise. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna get some, I'm waffling between the Dove, I think it is, and the Bambina, or Bambino, I'm not sure. It'll probably be Bambina, and the Bellissimo. Oh, there's just so many of them. I don't know which one to get. But yeah, I'm gonna get a piece. I mean, I know I'm gonna have to spend some money, so I may not be able to get it this year because I'll tell you why. Darling and I are gonna go on the road. Oh, I told you that. I told you that we were gonna get a bus, right? Well, he was really wanting a schoolie. And do Schoolio videos. Schoolio videos! Oh my god, that's adorable, cute! Schoolio videos! Oh, man! Did you see that? I'm also running low on my e.l.f. Felt liner. I'm trying to do that wing, but... Nope. Don't cry, boys, girls, kids. And then I'm gonna put a little Clinique. Clinique. I know it's not a chubby. What are these called? Clinique. Are they chubbies? Clinique. I don't have my glass. Chubby stick. Okay, and I have no idea what color that is. I got it for Christmas. Mega Melon. Oh, can you get closer? I think that's another thing I miss about having my mom around or my grandparents. I'm just looking for some gloss. Looks like I have it all in my purse. So this is also Too Faced. I'm sorry, I'm using a lot of Too Faced. This is the one I got from HSN I showed you before. Oh God. I do not like looking at myself when I put on lipstick. I'm so weird. I didn't put any liner on either. On my lips, that is. Can you even see them? I don't like that color. I gotta get some red in it. Oh, another thing. Hang on, one sec. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna use this. I got the set of the Liquid Kylie, the Melt glosses. I don't know what color that is. But that's just the same thing as this. I'm not gonna use that. I am gonna try and... If I could change one thing about myself, it'd probably be my lips. Okay, I'm going on for 21 minutes, so I think I'll start making all my videos around the 21 mark, and I'm gonna have to come up with a formula. I like this idea that we came up with about the beauty shop. I'm gonna start calling this my beauty shop, and I have no cosmetology license, but that's what I'll say. Welcome to my shop, my beauty shop. I am not a licensed beautician by any means, and I'm not an expert. I'm just a lover of life and a fellow YouTuber like you. So I am going to sign off, and I'm going to have to start having a routine sign off. So give me some ideas about how I can structure my own channel. But anyway, come back and talk some more, and I'll tell you more about my exciting life. Ronda's exciting life. I'm going to stick with Ronda Marlene. Come to Ronda Marlene's shop of beauty. I like that better. And like this channel and subscribe to this channel and share this channel, and have a great week, because I don't know when I'm going to see you again. But what was that? What's that saying that Truman Show says? If I don't see you tonight, or happy good morning. Oh, and if I don't see you, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Have a great week, everybody, until I see you again. And then this is where you insert music, cue, cut. No, cut, and then insert music. Bye. Peace. Love ya. I love ya. We have made progress. I am watching, oh, bye.